Thank you, Anne. My name is Haley Kakar, and I'm a senior at Westfield High School. Our next honoree is Tamika Tremaglio, Managing Principal at Deloitte. She is responsible for more than 10,000 audit, tax, advisory, and consulting professionals in the greater DC area. One of her important responsibilities is to lead Deloitte's community outreach and, as she says, cultivate culture of courage among the employees. Tamika holds Masters of Business and a law degree. She frequently lectures, which is why she is sought out to serve on the board of directors for organizations like the Women's National Basketball Players Association Foundation, United Way, and Lady Gaga's foundation Born This Way. She has been featured in the Washington Business Journal for Women Who Mean Business, the Washingtonian Magazine, Most Powerful Women in Washington, and the Essence Magazine as a game changer alongside other powerful women like Queen Latifah. Please help me welcome Tamika Tremaglio.
Well, good evening, everyone. How about if we try it again? Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. Well, what an incredible honor. Thank you so very much. I personally would like to thank She Rocks the World. This is an amazing honor, and I'm incredibly grateful to have received it, particularly with you beautiful young ladies who have done so much in already such a short period of time. You see, I was actually born in southern Maryland, which most people don't know where that is because it is considered to be the end of the earth, but that's where I was born and raised in a small tobacco farm. And I actually was raised by a single mother who would tell me that education was truly the equalizer. And so she would always stress to me that it was fine to be good, but it was more important to be amazing. She also shared with me that the fruit is always on the limb and it's important to take risks. And I remember when I was about to become the managing partner of Deloitte, first of all, I thought to myself, well, clearly this really isn't going to happen. This is when your imposter syndrome really kicks in. But I also remembered the importance of really using my voice and how important it was to always be authentic. And so I was meeting with a group of women at our office, and I had a phenomenal mentor. Her name was Joyce Roche. She's one of the African-American board members. She's ranked by the Financial Times as one of the top 10. And she'd written this book called The Empress Has No Clothes, and it was about the imposter syndrome. And in particular, she had written this letter to her younger self. And I thought as I was going to share this with other women in our office, would I sort of tell them what they would expect to hear of someone who's their managing partner? Or do I tell them the truth and tell them something that is more authentic about me? And so I decided, when I always think about what would you do when you weren't afraid and to remove fear from the equation, you could think of fear as forget everything and run or face everything and rise. And I chose to rise. So I decided to write a letter to my younger self, and I shared it with our group, and I'm going to share it with you this evening. It says, Dear Tamika, you are not a mistake, and you don't have to continue to prove that you weren't a mistake. God doesn't make mistakes. In fact, isn't that what my great-grandmother meant when she said to my mother at the age of 18, one day you will be so happy that you had that baby. So when is that one day you continuously ask yourself as you continue to let that control you, push you, and even define you? Be brave as you can hear the whisper. One day this will all seem worth it. Someday I will make you proud. Well, strive to be amazing as you patiently wait for that day to come. I assure you, Tamika, it will come. Whether it's the day you pass the bar exam, yes, it may not be until you're 25 years old, or perhaps it's at the age of 9 when you and your mother lay on the side of the road after being hit by a drunk driver, bleeding as her face is scarred from protecting you rather than herself, and the other driver was pronounced dead on the scene. Perhaps in those uncertain moments she realized that I wasn't a mistake. Regardless, you can be certain that that day will come, and it won't be for the reasons that you thought. No, it won't be because of the letters behind your name, the amount of money that you make, the fancy shoes, seriously, not the shoes, or any material things. It will simply be because of the impact that you made on the world, simply because you exist and live a life of gratitude and service to others. This is where you will find fulfillment, your purpose. There are a few things that I will also ask you to remember. First, if you could be so lucky, choose a true partner in every sense of the word, one that contributes equally and sees your success as their success. 2, create your personal brand. 3, do not compare yourself to others. Live your own purpose. 4, find your true passion. 5, give the gift of experiences, time, and presence in your children, and always, always lead by example. 6, remember that the best leaders live in service to others. 7, don't allow your struggles to take away your joy. 8, have integrity in everything that you do. 9, remember chances favor the prepared individual. 10, continue to take risks. And finally, be authentic and or be. Be still and know that you are not a mistake. And yes, that too. Please know that I am God. And today, just like every day in your life, your mother is fulfilled. Your mother is whole because of you. Your mother is happy she had you, and God knows, and in fact, everyone will know, you are not a mistake. Just continue to be. Love, Tamika. Thank you very much.